What's up, everybody? It's a CedItUp Production with G's and Hustlers. Actually, this is not G's and Hustlers. My partner, Lil Al, he's out again. He's recovering from his surgery, so we'll be back with G's and Hustlers next week with special guests. We put everything together with the G's and Hustlers right now, but we will definitely be back next, not Monday, next Wednesday with G's and Hustlers. But until then, we still talk, keeping it real with Jay Hendo. And we also, this dude jumped, he jumped right back off. He'll come back in. We're going to do keeping it real with Jay Hendo starting next Monday, keeping it consistent with Jay Hendo and stuff like that. So without further ado, this is the man. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing.
I don't know. What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? I've been having issues. I apologize. Like computer, and I'm on the damn cell phone. I'm getting in and out. I apologize. I want to say some cuss words, but I'm gonna save that though. I'm not gonna say.
Well, right now, like I said, what we doing now, what the hell is it? What
I
we
just
doing now
texted
is
you, Jay. I didn't mean to. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to connect back on the earplugs and everything. So this is crazy. Sorry, folks. We're gonna have a hell of a show though.
but like I said, starting next week, keeping it real with Jay Hendo would be every other Monday, starting next week, and then Decent Hustle will
Can
be
y'all hear me?
back next Wednesday. So, uh, without further ado, Jay Hendo, take it over.
I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I can't hear y'all. It sounds like an ant, so I apologize, but I can't hear nobody.
You can't
Normally,
hear
I
me?
have it. So
Oh.
I got some malfunction. This on me. On me. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all.
You probably got to come back out and come back in then.
Um,
Y'all, we are so sorry.
I'm gonna have to go. Hey, if I ain't got no echo, I'm gonna have to go without this earpiece. I just gonna go without it.
All right, just don't touch. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Just don't touch the
Okay.
bottom of your phone where your speaker's at.
Don't talk to me like I'm five. Like if I ain't 5 years old. Like don't touch the bottom of your phone when the speaker's bad. I
Don't
can't
touch
hear
the
you.
bottom of the phone. I'm just trying to help you out. It's okay.
My bad,
All
y'all.
right.
Apple products, man. I'm a little pissed off at Apple though, man. 'Cause
Don't
Apple
blame it on
people going to
Apple.
Apple stores causing a hood this shit don't even work.
Be
Don't blame
careful.
it.
This
Right. Right. User error is really what it is.
I never had issues on the podcast with none of this at all.
Anyways, we're
All
gonna
right.
jump right into the show since we are hella delayed for technical problems. So the first topic we have is for the ones that are out there who are parents. Me and Vanessa are not parents. We do not have children. Just putting it out there, but we will put in our 2 cents. So, when should a parent take a step back and let the other parent teach?
That's that's kind of like a conversation that you gotta have between both parties. Because everybody's raised different. You got some people that was raised and they were fortunate, and that's not wrong if you're very fortunate. You grew up, and you have to struggle. You got people who grew up struggling, so they may have different perspectives. When raising the kids, like a person of struggle might have their kids work and grind more hard to get things done and everything. So it's kind of the relationship and the conversation that you have with each other to determine like who steps over. Like for example, I'm more laid back but disciplined. Like get good grades, you do good things. You get bad grades, you don't get to go to your friend's house and go to swim pools and chill, do all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but some people, as long as you behave, that constitutes good grades. But not for me.
Um,
What happened? What happened to everybody?
no,
Everybody.
I mean,
Ashley, you move? I'm like, damn, are you froze or something? What the hell's going on? Like, is you imitating or something? What's going on? That's sad though. Sad must be offline or something.
no, I'm listening. I mean, you was talking, I was listening, and I'm just trying to put my thoughts together because it's kind of it's with that is.
Ashley, why you nodding your head and stuff? Do you talk?
Could he hear us?
Yeah, I'm listening to said.
I don't even. The thing is, I don't even hear him talking. I just see him frozen. He's frozen.
Oh no, he's talking. I can hear him loud and clear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got the
he
ghetto hookup on this podcast right now.
Yeah, you probably got that bootleg Xfinity.
Hey, my Xfinity been fine though. We've been
You got that
it's awesome.
XPH. You don't got that XF. But
Hey, don't
say, go
worry.
ahead.
Let's
now
say go ahead. I'm gonna log off and log back on the laptop.
7-4.
all right.
All right.
It's well, it's kind of one of those situations that because if you was raised like totally different, if you was raised like totally different and like you gotta set you gotta talk. That's the main thing. You gotta talk because if you don't, it's gonna clash. You're gonna clash every time, every time. So that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say, but you definitely got to communicate because I'm a little bit different. I mean, the way I was brought up, my mom's used a lot of foul language. You know what I'm saying? So, and and some people don't use foul language. You know, was raised like Christian or whatever, and not using foul language. Because in my situation, the language my mom's used, my wife family didn't use. You know what I'm saying? So when like now that I got me a son that's 8, going on 8 years old, I don't use foul language. I will use it, but I don't use it like my mom's use it. You know what I'm saying? But I am like stern, like really on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Things or whatever, like hey, sit down, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So some things that goes on in the house or whatever, it's like like I think you said it yesterday, Ashley. Well, both of you and Vanessa said just take it to the side. You know, so don't do it in front of the kid or whatever. Let's take it to the side and then let's discuss it and then just try to air it out like that. But it's not all about the approach when you do that because some people could take offense to you saying, "Hey, I don't think you should do that." You know, this and that other. It's the approach. I take it. I think it's the approach, whatever. I
It's
mean, y'all don't
about
have kids. Y'all can talk. Y'all ain't got kids, but I mean, y'all can still put your 2 cents in, like you said.
He
You
took our
know.
oh,
line.
right. I'm about to. I'm about to. So just like you said, it's about the approach, but it's also about the delivery. Communication is the biggest thing when you have kids, whether it's a two-parent household or whether you're co-parenting. You still have to communicate on how you're going to discipline or teach the child. So, the whole new thing is the gentle parenting, right? So, don't do that, honey. Don't do that. Forget that. If I have kids, we're not doing that gentle parenting stuff. Like, look, you're going to learn. No means
Uh-huh.
no. Okay. But again, it's the delivery of it. So you have to talk
Yeah.
about why you're saying no so they understand why you're saying no. You're not saying no to be a jerk or if, they didn't clean the bathroom to your liking because let's just say your mom said you're going to clean the toilet with a toothbrush. You're going to get in all the nooks and crannies of the toothbrush. You're not just going to use a
Mhm.
wash rag, right? um, and you're going to clean the baseboards. Well, let's just say they clean the bathroom. That okay, mom, dad, I cleaned the bathroom. Mom says it's okay, but you're like, hell no, it's not okay because my mom made me do it X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Again, you have to communicate. How are we going to teach them how to do certain things?
Yeah. What about you, Vanessa?
I also want to add that this is going to sound cruel, especially the one without kids, but kids are very smart and very perceptive. And they are going to catch on who's the one that backs down faster or who's the one that's softer, the one that's harsher. So I think it's all the more reason it's important that you have that side talk with your partner or whoever that other parent is, just so that it does maintain that you guys have the same message that you want to get across, because the kids are going to catch on and they're going to know who to play. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because I go through that now, because my son knows I'm 50-50 that I'm going to say yes or, but he's no, with his mom is more like 90-10, you know what I'm saying? 90-10, you know what I'm saying? He's going to say yes. So he know what to ask me. He know what to ask her or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I could be right there in front of him, but he'll go around me and ask her,
yep.
can you make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? Right
Right.
here, But I mean, I think, but and it's kind of because I'm thinking that because I was raised a lot different than my counter. Um, then sometimes it is kind of hard though. I'm saying because what I think may not be harsh, she may think it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's like I said, that's where I was brought up. So, and I didn't turn out bad. I don't think I did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when do you know? When would you? It's like when would you know that you're stepping out of bounds, like you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people think you could think you're doing if I'm yelling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't yell because I'm really not a yeller. I'm more like, hey, that's not yelling. That's
Right.
more
It's a
like,
stern voice.
yeah, enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? So, um, how would you dissect that? You know what I'm saying? How when would you step in? Okay, when would you know it's time to step in? Okay, I think that's a little bit too harsh. Let me go ahead and pull my husband or my guy to the side and let him know that. When would you step in, and when is the appropriate time to step in? Put it like that.
So, well, like we discussed yesterday, definitely not in front of the kids, right?
Hmm.
So, obviously, clearly, let's just say I have kids and my significant other is a hothead at this point because the child is not listening, right? I'm not going to approach him right away, right? Because he's already hot.
Yeah,
All I'm going to do is continue to poke the bear, and I'm not dumb. I'm not about to do that. I'm going to let him cool down and then be like, hey, can we talk about this situation? I understand where you were going with it. I understand your point. I understand X, Y, and Z, but this is a child. The child doesn't understand. Let's try and do it this way. And I think it's you have to you have to put yourself in their shoes, but
hmm,
then you also have to put yourself in the child's shoes because you want to make sure everybody understands each side. Whether the child is 8, whether the child is 16.
hmm.
It doesn't matter. It matters, but it doesn't matter the age. You just have to figure out how your communication is going to come across. And if you're constantly just saying like, hey, no, no, you can't do that, no, you can't do that, if you're doing the gentle parenting, it's not working. That's another sidebar conversation you need to have away from the kids and say, hey, gentle parenting is not working. A nice crack on the behind is what you're going to need, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. But like I said, I mean, when you think about it, I mean, is it if your delivery with your kid is different than your significant, because anybody could take offense to what you say. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're saying you think is right. You know what I'm saying? But your counterpart think, nah, I think you came off a little bit too harsh or too
Mhm.
too too strong or whatever. So it's like, how do you? Because somebody go catch feelings.
So
Somebody
here's
go.
the thing. Here's the thing is parents are protective, right? Parents are protectors, right?
Mhm,
They want nothing but the best for their children. And in 2019, I kind of had this little moment with my dad because my dad was so overprotective of me. And I was taking care of I lost my mom in February 2019. I was taking care of my stepdad at the time. And he's literally on his deathbed. And my dad's like, he's not your responsibility.
okay.
Right. And I'm like, You're right." I said, but let me flip it. I said, so when you die, your wife is not my responsibility. And I had to like throw it back in his face. It's like, hold on, don't come at me like that. Because at the end of the day, the man is dying of cancer and I'm not gonna let him die alone.
Hmm.
Right.
Right.
So I had to justify myself. And I'm like, I can't have this conversation with you right now because you're hot headed, you're being protective, and I understand that. He calls me 2 days later crying. He's like, I'm so sorry, you're right, and I was wrong. So
So do you wait? Do you address it a little? Do you address it later on in the day, or do you address it a little bit minutes after it happened?
it depends on the person. Here's the thing, you have to be able to read the room. And Vanessa,
Yeah.
if you don't agree, let me know. But I feel like you have to read the room. You have to know your person. If you know that they're at a 10 right now, and it's gonna take them a few minutes to come down to a solid 5 to have this conversation, great. Or if you know that they need 30 minutes to an hour, hour and a half, give them that time. Because think
Yeah.
about how you would be. If you're hot, you don't want someone coming to you in a good with good delivery because you're not going to perceive it right.
Right. You don't want to match that energy because that energy it'll stay high.
Hmm.
I also think like when you don't have the leisure of, setting it aside, it could be something that needs to be addressed right in that moment. The other parent could be like heated and going off like at a full 10. You might not have that chance to go set aside and talk too. So I think one good like approach to that is that you would reiterate what that person, even though it's in aggression and anger, you could reiterate to the child in a more calm way, and by like explaining, like, do you understand what he's saying? Do you understand what the consequences that he's explaining to you? And bringing like a
Mhm.
calmer tone, because in that sense you're reiterating what that person's saying and they're feeling heard, but yet the kid could hear it in a more less
Softer
threatening,
tone.
if you
Yeah.
will, so
Hmm.
that they could actually understand and get through all of that fiery
Yeah.
energy and be like, oh yeah, okay. Like you could see both perspectives. You could feel how important this topic is, but also have someone give you the subtitles or the director's cut of what you're experiencing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, it's all like Jonathan said. He's in the chat. He says he's waiting for his computer to load up or whatever. Um, the communication is everything. Like I said, at least let me, yeah, like you said, Ashley, let me calm down a little bit. Let me calm down a little bit because if you try to match my energy, I think you attacking my parenting skills. You know what I'm saying? So let's break it down. Let it die down a little bit. Like, and your approach to come to me have to be, hey, let's talk about this. Don't
Right.
like, I don't like, don't come to me like, I don't like what you did, da 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 da. Now I'm about to go right back to a 10. I'm about to go back to a 10.
All you're doing at that point is you're adding fuel to the fire. And again, that falls on people who don't know how to communicate,
Yeah.
right? And then it's also for the people who are very defensive. Me personally, I could be very defensive. People could just be joking around me and say something. I'm like, and I could be defensive, but that's just me. And I know like that's something I have to work on because I was like, damn, like I didn't take it the way you said it.
Yeah.
I took it completely left field and you didn't mean it that way. So that's my bad. But again, it's the tone and the approach and then the
Yeah.
delivery. You have to be careful.
Yeah. I think, I mean, and that's what it is. I think, and I kind of got better. I think I got better with it. You know what I'm saying? Because, by me having this my only child, you know what I'm saying? So it's more like, I'm protective, but I'm not overprotective. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So when I see, because now I understand a lot of my mom say, I know what you're doing. I know what you did. I was like, how she know what I'm doing or whatever. Now that I'm a parent now, I know what they about to do before they do it now. You know what I'm saying? I I understand now that I'm a parent.
Hmm.
What she
Hmm.
said. I know you did that. I know you did that. Like, how you know?
Hmm.
I kind of know
You
what's
just
going
know.
on now. Yeah.
Hmm.
Now that I'm a parent, I know, you know what I'm saying? So Jonathan put up there, don't interfere with another person parenting skills unless it gets abusive.
Don't
Jay
interfere with
Hendo.
another person, parenting skills, unless it gets abusive. No, sometimes you have to interfere because again, it's the tone and the delivery. So you have to be careful. You have to. And especially, and hear me out, and especially if the child is not listening or receiving what you're telling them, there's an
Mhm.
issue. Why is the child not listening to you? Is it your delivery? Is it your tone? I'm not saying you have to be best friends with your child because you shouldn't be, right? But you
Mhm.
want to make sure you're a safe place for your child.
Yeah, and you try what, and the thing is, you trying to teach them right from wrong. Because here's my thing. Because my thing always been, because if I do, and like I said, I rarely use foul language in front of my son, rarely, if ever, but I do it. But I'd rather him hear it from me. So when he get out in the world, he won't be so sensitive about what people say because he's going to hear it in the streets. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Far worse than I'm bringing it. You know what I mean? So if I say something to him, I'm just getting him ready for the real world because the real world is not, hey, 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 nah, you about to hear some foul language. Now you got to know how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my approach is maybe a little bit different than my wife's. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I'm going to hit you with hey man, sit down, stop crying or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes females thinking that's no, he could cry. You know what I'm saying? He could cry. Ain't nothing wrong with crying. No, especially a boy, it's kind of hard. It's kind of. I think I've had a girl. I think I'd be on the opposite side of that. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
Well, even on a female perspective too, you don't want them to, you know, yes, absolutely. It is okay to cry if you feel it, do it, whatever. But like, yeah, like if it was because they spilled their crayons and they start crying, like, is that really a reason to fall apart? Like, let's rethink here. We could easily pick them up and then put them right back where they started. Is there, why do we feel like this is so hard? It doesn't have to be that far. So yeah, there's,
okay.
yeah, like different, it's all about the balance and finding that sweet spot in the middle.
Yeah, I think. I mean, is it different from a girl than a? Well, I know it's different than a girl and a guy, but I mean, because I know some. Like I said, this will fall in the place with Jonathan because Jonathan has three girls. You know what I'm saying? So, I would, if he was on here, I'd like to hear his perspective on it because I mean, when you got when you got girls, we had two girls. When you got girls, is his approach? I wonder how his approach with is the same as mine. You know what I'm saying? Because I wonder how his approach is. I know, but I want him to say it on online or whatever. But it is what it is.
She's already in the comments ripping it up.
What's up, Didi? Didi said, "Yeah, there's a thin line between parenting and friendship, I believe, but I set the boundaries. I don't cross that line. We're in.
No, we're not
We're
friends.
not friends. We're not friends. Okay, yeah, you definitely. I try to be cool with my son, but we ain't friends because I gotta. Here you come. Let's see if you go.
Well, my face is not featuring, but I guess this is going to be have to
We
be.
can see you though, so that's fine.
Well, shit. I hope I can see myself in the live then. But I'm here though. I'm here though. Damn, I know what's going on, but I'm here.
Yeah, I could. We can see you because I see you on Facebook. I see you on Facebook. So you here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a computer problem. I'll fix that later.
Yep. We've been trying to
Okay.
tell you that, but
I try, but I'm sorry. Interrupting the show, but what's going on?
We ain't starting
go
over, goddammit. We about to go.
go ahead.
I mean, I don't expect y'all to start over. I've been commenting on the
Oh,
show, so I don't expect
I
y'all to
know.
start over.
I want to know. I want you to elaborate on this. That's why some of these dudes nickname be
Women.
strawberry women.
Women soften dudes up. And when a man intervenes and says something, and the woman feels it's too harsh to intervene, like they want you to lighten up and treat them like little kid, little cotton, little smushy gloves. So the dude always look for the woman to like. Well, the little boy always look for the woman to like save them, even they doing wrong, because they don't want that that discipline. Discipline is so important to a point where sometimes it's taken away because a certain woman in the house doesn't, she interferes. So when that child gets in trouble, they look for the mom to save them because that's what happened most of the time. That might happen vice versa for girls because they little girls, but it's different because girls are expected to be feminine. So they expected to be baby. Men are expected to be leaders. So when you raise little boys, you raise them to be a leader, to be independent because at some point they got to take care of women. So when you babying them and pacifying them and it makes them like, a little sugary. They could be sugary. It's a good chance. It's gonna be a little sugar in that tank later.
Yeah. Okay. What Diddy said, read it again. What did we miss?
So
She
I
said,
think because so her comment originally was, yeah, there's a thin line between calm parenting and friendship. I believe, but I set boundaries. I don't cross that line. We're not friends. So I think you forgot about the calm parenting,
okay.
but you're
I'm
good.
sorry.
You're good.
I'm sorry.
He's
So
tired. More tired. It's okay.
yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'm seeing, but I'm not reading right. But it's cool.
It's okay. We got you. We got you. All right.
No,
So go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do we want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah, let's turn it up a notch. We got to turn up the heat a little bit.
Turn it up. I'm ready for this one. All right. So, what is the proper dress attire for a date? And so we have to keep in mind what the date is going to consist of. Is it a dinner date? Is it a coffee date? Is it, are you going out and acting like, is it going to be some sort of activity date? What is proper dress attire?
Why don't you post the picture? Ain't upload the post of that good, nice young lady with the clothing on. I put in the group. That's not available. You got that
Hold
said.
on. Let me see it.
What was it? This is.
I think you sent it through the
I sent it to text back.
He sent in the group chat, the
Okay,
group text.
so honestly, so no, all jokes aside, though, if you on a serious date, I think Vanessa said this yesterday. It depends on your agenda. If your agenda is a one night stand, I guess you come dressed for a one night stand. But if you're looking for some respect and you're actually looking for a serious relationship, I think that you should have on clothing that represents how you want to be treated and represents if you're a woman of God. No, I'm speaking for the women. I mean, talking about the women. If you're a woman of God, you don't want to come dressed like like you work in the red light district, but then looking for a godly man. It just doesn't flow the same, if you know what I mean. So I think you should come and you're gonna be respected based on how you present yourself. I don't think it's a proper attire. You set the tone on how you dress. So if you come with just your nipples covered, then that's the type of attention you'll get is nipple titty attention. Or if you come with like sheer pants on and your cheeks showing, that's the type of attention you're going to get. So it all depends on what you're looking for, I guess, for a night. I guess you know.
Honestly, I want to kind of even like retract on my comment of like, what's the agenda? Absolutely, that takes part of how you should dress. But at the end of the day, because even I'll admit, when I first saw this photo, this woman has more skin than clothes on, let's say. Unfortunately, I right off the bat, I'm like, oof. But at the end of the day, if it makes you feel good, if that's what makes you happy and that's a true representation of who you are, then do it. Wear what makes you feel good because you want to be on your top of your game when you're with someone. Dating is the trial period. So, don't show up one way thinking this is what's going to please the person when you're not representing how you really
There
feel.
she go, baby.
You're going to
Oh yeah.
eventually you're going to want to dress up the way you like to dress up. So be you. And if that's what you is, then there's no surprises later on either.
But this purchase surprise though. My.
There's literally left zero for surprise on that end.
There we go. There we go.
I don't know. I mean, and if you, because I had to go off and look at it again. So,
My brother had to go off and what is it lotion in the background, bro? What you wrong?
no.
Wow.
No, I had to because the thing is, and I and that just, it's just me. I have nothing against that dress and attire, but I don't. I'm not attracted to that. I won't approach any girl like that's dressed like that. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
But all the more reason, like it doesn't go, then right off the bat, if that's how you roll, then maybe this isn't going to work out the way I thought it would.
Right. And see that's what I said. I mean, I would look, but I wouldn't approach her because I figure like okay, I'm gonna see that again when we together, and then it's gonna cause too much attention. I don't like a lot of attention. I don't like me and Jonathan had this debate back and forth a lot. You know what I'm saying? He want his like lady to dress a
Not
certain
just
way,
like that.
whatever.
Not like that though. Just show some cleavage, but you ain't got to show all that. That's a little bit too much. I like a little bit shown. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little leggings, but I don't like all that. Not like that with like a little G string on nipple.
I mean,
And you
but
have to
I like to.
like that for that certain individual. Are they dressing because that's what they like to wear? Or do they think that's what's going to impress the other person? Because then that's when you make your mistake too. Because yeah, not everyone's going to like that. You don't know what that person's going to like. So I think it's just the safest bag of like the best polished version of your everyday self.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so coming from a female's point of view, and we had discussed this yesterday as well. What is the attire that you, as far as the guys? Because I hear you ladies keep on saying the sweat, the gray sweats, and this the season for the gray sweats, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So
This
what
Fashion Week
is?
moment.
Wait, before we get, because the thing is, females have more options to me, because I don't look at guys, but females have more options of looking sexy than guys. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the entire guys ain't got no, I mean, cleavage or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like the body parts is not it's not there. You know what I'm saying?
A fresh haircut for a guy is like the big thing. A fresh lining or a fresh haircut or something like that. That's the big thing. And some women, I guess, say like the physique or whatever. I don't know, but like you're right. Guys don't have many options. It's just that you come just looking good, smelling good for the main. You know, that's
Mm.
what it is.
A man who smells good. Whew,
Huh.
I concur.
I'm
Okay,
like,
so
for real.
But
so
I
is
will
that
say, I know that there's not that many. Like, I understand what you're saying. We do have females do have more options to like change up our look and everything, but also females, we have more complicated minds. We're very detailed, and we notice little things. So if you're just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, I'm gonna see, well, oh, he's wearing a boot cut. I like that. Like, oh, he knows he was wearing that combination. Like, he put thought into it because I could see how that fits in with this. Like, we
Okay.
do think that detailed, that microscopic at times. We don't look it's a gift and a curse to be that way. But it is like you do notice those details and what you do put together. If it's just jeans and a t-shirt, but it's there's no wrinkles, there's no pet hair, that is noticed. And yeah, fresh haircuts absolutely noticed.
So,
yeah.
and here's the other thing. So, I've said this on previous shows on Life Grind is I do not like dinner dates, right? Do not like
Mhm.
dinner dates because I want to get to know you, right? And I can't escape a dinner if I don't like you, if I'm not feeling it, right? So, years ago, I went on a date and this guy literally, it was a dinner date, unfortunately, but this was, I think, our second time meeting. And he literally shows up in sweatpants and a long sleeve and just looked like he rolled out of bed. And I was like, you put zero effort into seeing me. And I pull up, I have my jeans, I have my little booties on, I have a nice shirt. I'm not showing anything, right? But I'm like, I at least put
Well, why are
thought
you
to
not
get
showing?
ready.
Like you ain't got to dress like you one of those little people in Utah. Like why you dressing like what you call those the people
A
the
more.
oh yeah
I was
Morris.
just wearing like a regular, t-shirt. I don't need to show anything, right?
I just say
But
you need
still,
to, but, preferred.
huh? We
I
know
mean,
what
so,
you
okay,
prefer.
but Ashley, so what did he wear the first on the first outing? Then you said that was our second time going out. So what did he wear on the first outing?
First outing was like a jeans and a t-shirt. Like I was cool with that. Like it was
Okay.
like a nice t-shirt. Like I was cool with it. But it's like the second time I was like, dang, mm, like you
What
didn't put
about
any
jogging
effort
suit
into
though?
that.
Put a jogging suit on with some Jordans though. Jogging pants
It
does go.
wasn't a jogging suit. If it's a jogging suit, I'm not going to complain because you're put together, right? You're
Mhm.
put together. You have the jacket and you have the matching outfit, right? There was no matching. You literally last minute thought process, let me just throw this on, run out the door, and basically, go see her.
So
That's how I felt.
this is the most important thing though, and I'm gonna say this though, and this is gonna sounds. I'm gonna let's listen up. Listen up. Second day he man came with these jogging pants. Uh, I think. Wait, first of all, I'm reading this thing about Didi. She said that yes, guys could be more handsome with the right wardrobe. So first day he wore whatever. Second day he probably got comfortable and wore jogging pants and a t-shirt. But here's the thing: how's his personality? You never talked about that. Like, how does he? You just cast him out and judge him based off how he was dressed. But if you're a woman of God, if you're a woman of God and he's a man of God, why would you cancel him out based on how he dressed? Isn't that judging?
I didn't cancel him out. We continued to talk. Did I judge his appearance? Absolutely I did, right? I did. But we did continue to talk. Again, this was years ago.
So I'm saying right now, because Didi came back in and said a guy can wear a color that can make him more appealing. So everything is more like matching. when it comes down to guys. Because like I said, females have a lot of options. They got a lot of dresses. They got a lot of this. They got a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Wardrobe. But I'm seeing a lot of things from the females' point of view. Y'all look at more of the matching and the grooming and things.
We look at you, how you put yourself together, right? Did you put an effort, right?
Mhm,
I wouldn't care. Okay, so let's just say, said you say, hey, we're gonna go axe throwing, right? And if you pop up axe throwing wearing what you're wearing right now,
mhm,
Wrigleyville with the shirt, you're matching, you're put together, right? Even if it's jeans, you're put together. Love that. Love that you can you can coordinate yourself.
mhm.
But if
Coordinate.
you can't coordinate, if you can't put yourself together and look presentable and with zero effort, do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I
how
got
would
you.
you feel? How would y'all feel like, hey girl, we're gonna go get dinner, meet me at this place at 5 p.m. and I roll up in, sweatpants and a hoodie. Like, come on, that's not sexy.
It don't.
Yeah.
How long? Wait, hold on. Check this out though. This is the
Don't
thing.
say nothing about God.
No, this ain't. I mean, the truth. God is everything. God is first. So that's it. But in all honesty, how long do a person have to play interview with you before you can accept of who they are? Like seriously, sometimes people want to dress in that little hoodie and those little t-shirts or whatever, and that's what they're comfortable with. They already impressed you one the second date. The third day they might want to be comfortable. So this like the standard all the time. Yeah, like this
I
dude.
think if you get to the point of the date where you're just chilling at the other person's house, like let's just watch movies and chill at home, that's that's when the door opens. And then anytime
That's
you
the intention.
words that it's fair game. You've been
Yeah.
cozy, now you can have
Right.
fair.
That's understandable. I get that. I get that. So the sweatpants or whatever is when you're really just chilling at home. When if you're going
Right.
out.
Well, no, not even like just the initial time, just of like, all right, man, this is me. This is how I chill. And now
Okay.
you guys, you hit that vibe. So then yeah, if you want to just like go and get something to eat, of course it depends where you're going too. But after that, like screw
What
it.
about Applebee's? Does Applebee's require certain? Can I come in sweatpants and
I'd
t-shirt?
go in sweatpants like Applebee's for
Okay,
sure.
right. That's sorry, Applebee's. That's what I'm talking about. A restaurant like Applebee's don't expect me to dress up in Applebee's.
I'll be the
That's
first one in
right.
leggings or sweatpants. I promise you that. No one wants to be restricted clothes.
Don't be
Like,
y'all up
ew.
here dissing Applebee's. If y'all went to Applebee's for a reason.
I mean,
Because they want that 2 for 22.
yeah, that's right.
So don't diss Applebee's because you went to Applebee's for a reason. What did Ronald say?
He said he was wearing jogging pants because he wanted to hit it and run. so,
And he didn't. And he didn't.
so
I told you,
Alex, he
your
said,
access. That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
he said this. She said guys have they gotta have options. Just the effort could tell me a little about how he makes decisions. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that.
All right. So the gray sweatpants. The gray sweatpants. We love the gray sweatpants. But hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. If I have a man, baby, you are not going out in those gray sweatpants.
What
Especially
does
if you got if you got that print, if you have that print out, we don't the whole world does not need to see your
I
dick
know
print.
dude look in the mirror like, yeah, my print show. I'm gonna go out here and do all this.
There are men that
But
do that.
Nobody
There
pay
are men
attention
that
to
are
that.
out there
but
slinging.
see, wait, Ashley, that's the opposite of showing the cleavage. Then, am I correct?
No, bro, I
It
don't know.
is.
That's just, is that that's the thing. But what you just said, I mean, the gray pants, the print, or whatever, is that the same as the female showing cleavage?
Pretty much.
Or is
Or
it the
even like
camel
leggings.
toe?
Yeah.
Huh?
No, no, don't, it ain't leggings. Stop that. Don't even do that. Don't do it. It almost make
I'm
her.
just saying though, because I thought that like cleavage would equate to gray sweatpants print, but no, that's the core. That's the prize. The main gold prize is that area for both genders.
No, no,
So
no,
yeah, that's me.
no.
Like, me showing off my camel toe. Like, yeah, this is what I'm serving. At least this is like frontal. Like, this can be shown in public family TV. From here up, yes. But
No,
when
you
you're
gotta
showing your junk, that's a little
wear
not.
long
But some
sweat.
people, some guys could be, but some guys that could be breast man though. You know, some guys could be breast man.
Girls could be beard lovers.
Hmm.
Okay,
Still
touche.
PG-13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Touche.
So funny.
I got a point. Got a point there. Like, okay.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank
we
you,
got questions.
Vanessa.
Yeah, I got you.
We got comments out there. We got comments out there. Uh, did he put no, not the standard all the time? Yes, there's a time and place for everyone. I think. Ashley, would you be okay if it was gray,
Yeah, she
gray
already said
sweatpants?
that. No, dude ain't leaving the house without the gray sweatpants, so I don't think it's a big deal. But no, wait, hold on. Wait, it depends on the type of gray sweatpants. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. I go to the store when I try to get jogging pants, 2X, all jogging pants are like straight leg now.
Hmm.
This society is stickly slick. I need some bigger jogging pants. They don't make big jogging pants no more. See what's going on here. You
Yeah.
get 2X and a 2S look like a large.
I don't know. I mean, when I bought my sweatpants, I don't think like that. I just bought them. I ain't think about like,
Because
oh, okay, you try to.
some men,
Comfort.
some men do it because they're on a mission, right? It's usually like the single men, or there's men who like crave the attention. I want the ladies to focus on
I didn't
me,
even think
right?
about two things about that. Like gray sweat. Like if the sun look nice, like I'm gonna buy it. I'm not thinking like ain't no dude go look in the mirror like yeah I see that. Like that's out of board.
Yes, no, there are men
That's
that do that shit.
that's a little Lucky Charms. That's a little Lucky Charming.
So stupid.
so
Yeah, yeah, but it's interesting because, like I said, I mean, like I said, when I bought my even sweats, it's just the comfortable not being around it because I'm usually around the house unless I go out and make a quick run or whatever. But it's not like that. I'm like, well, I'm about to go outside with these on right here. I mean,
right. Then it ain't like
yeah.
another dude go correct you like, hey bro, you shouldn't go out there like who the hell's go like I don't know, let no dude do that. I'm sorry, but this generation is different, so I don't know. Maybe so.
But okay, so if you go out with gray sweatpants and you slinging, and a female comes up to you and like, "Hey, you got a nice package there. How you gonna take that?"
I just walk away. Like I walk, keep walking. Who pays attention to that? I don't even that don't bother me though. Like it really don't.
Go away, ma'am. I don't know you.
I like, I like she just pulling my leg. She's lying.
He'll be like, "I'm married. I'm married."
She's lying. But no, it's good to hear. I mean, females, because I was I was curious what, because like I said, women's got tons of option. Guys either it's gonna be jeans, shirt, and like you said, the grooming and stuff like that. But females got a lot of options. They can either show off the bosom or the buttocks or the hips. It's like a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Women got it going on.
Mhm. So let
Like,
me ask you this, so for the gentleman. So said you wear hats a lot. So
Yeah,
do you always coordinate your hat with your shirt or your
yeah.
hat and your shoes
All
oh,
or
all
both?
all of them.
Okay. No, and so and I asked because y'all in the comments do not judge, okay? We listen and we don't judge. Your girl here has 21 or 22 pairs of glasses. And my glasses either coordinate with my shoes, I'm sorry, with my shoes or with my outfit.
I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
21 pairs of
Mix them up all the time. Don't
yeah.
look, we listen and we don't judge,
I
okay?
just 21 pairs of glasses. That's all, you know. You judge the dude that came out to the restaurant with the
Sure
glass.
did. Sure did. Because you put zero effort.
But you say listen and don't judge, right? So
Mhm.
how you gonna contradict? No, I'm just saying, you know.
You know
Anyways,
what?
it's about coordination, is what I'm trying to say.
And I do. I have tons of hat that matches what I got. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I went to the baseball game with my son or whatever, and I still had the match. It ain't that I was looking for nobody. It's just that's the way I am. I gotta coordinate it. Like I'm pops from Boomerang. You know what I'm saying?
Bang, bang, bang.
Right.
So you put yourself together, and that's what we look for. You put effort into your outfit.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's good. That was a good conversation to have. I mean, I get it now. I get it.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah,
like
because I mean,
somebody over here.
I'm not. No, no. I I get partially, but I like certain things. Like my wife, didn't like my feet out. She like I think she got rid of my damn.
Nobody likes your feet out.
Yes, my chocolate's missing. I swear I got some chocolates missing in the damn house.
He gets a pedicure at least. He doesn't have some crusty ass toes out there.
I get petty every time you get Ash. Every time we on the road, I get a petty. You know what I'm saying? I get up
I
there.
already know.
You know what I'm saying? A petty is a must. So I ain't out here with like I'm living life. Maybe I get too comfortable.
Is
Who
that the Fruit
cares?
Loop part of you?
Ain't no
Oh,
goddamn Fruit Loop. The hell wrong with you? Y'all boys made me act
mm.
biblical.
All right. So
Go
we're
ahead.
gonna move it to the third topic, and this one is gonna be a little. I'm curious to hear what the gentlemen have to say. So when dating, when you're dating, or when you're in a situationship or whatever, when is the right time to ask, "What are we doing here?"
That's like I don't know. It depends on the conversation. So you know how people have that first date. It depends on how often y'all talk. If y'all connecting on the phone and you're talking all the time and you send messages throughout the day, you went on dates, you're hanging out. I think once you get to that point, you have to like set a tone. Like, what are we doing? Because you don't want to get carried away and let your feelings assume. And some people, they can be careless. They can be like, "Oh, we're just friends." If you when you feel your feelings growing, you stop there and you address the situation when you feel your emotions getting involved.
Okay.
Dr. Love.
Mm, you make me sick.
You know what? And I said this yesterday when we were talking about this. How often do people say like Michael Jackson on Thriller? It's official. Who actually does that nowadays? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people assume y'all if y'all go on more than two dates, y'all together. But it haven't really been official. Who actually said we like in old days, we go together? Nobody says that no more. So when it when the last time, okay, I'm gonna ask you three. When the last time actually you did that, made it official, that you actually said we're official, we're a couple.
I did it on well, my wife. I did it on my pop's birthday. I did a little letter like back in school.
Oh,
I did a little letter back in school. I bought her like a little necklace. I think she still got it. Let's see. I got a little necklace. It came like in a box. And I wrote a little letter on top of it. So when she got in the car, picked up from class, she got in the car, was sitting down the seat. So she opened up and read it, and like, boom,
But did she already think y'all was official?
brother, I set the tone. I'm the man, brother. Should you
No,
learn
but no, I'm
learn from Dr.
yeah,
Love, man?
you think you set the tone, but that's what I'm saying. Did she already think that y'all was already at that point?
I don't think so, but I think that the man should be setting the tone anyway. Especially they got a woman. A man should set the tone, and if a woman don't see a man setting the tone, then a woman should intervene when her emotions get involved. Though seriously, but I don't think that she thought that. I kind of like took charge.
Because you were being the leader. So
Yeah.
if you are if you're taking lead, if the man is properly taking lead, he can set that tone, right?
Mm.
But sometimes us women, we tend to overthink things too. And
Mm.
Vanessa, if I'm wrong, I don't want to say
Well,
us women and you're like, nope, I
no,
don't
I already
overthink.
claimed it. We're complicated. This is high tech up here, whether we like it or not. Gift and
Facts.
but see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, when he did that, I mean, she could have looked at that like, what? Like, I thought we was already it was already official. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, I mean, the way you treat people could take it there faster than you wanted to go there. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been. If you go on 3 days, is it official or
No,
no?
I think it's
no.
more so like because I get what you're saying. Like that's old school. Like may I court you for some days? Like
Yeah,
it's not like that anymore. However, there has to be some sort of conversation had if we're exclusive or not.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think that's the new what marks if you guys are really together or not because
But
you
I mean,
that.
but that's what I said. But do people actually have those types of conversations now?
They should.
They should. So, and here's the issue. It said you said it perfectly because you said assume. People assume. The issue with assume is what? You make an
Yeah.
ass out of you and me, right?
Hey,
So
hold
I
on.
can't sit here and assume
I'm gonna
what.
hold on. Ask my wife because my brother asked the question. When I wrote you that note that said we were together, I would you be my girlfriend? Did you assume we was together before? Or did I take charge? And took charge. Okay, she said I took charge. She didn't assume we
Man,
went.
she said that because you right there, man. Get out of here.
I just called up. What are you talking about? I just called up. I had to ask you. Asked the question. I had to ask her. Like.
No, if you don't clarify what we are, I'm not going to assume and I'm not going to
Yep.
act as if that is the case.
Agreed.
Thank you.
Lies.
Yeah.
Lies. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. No, I'm just saying. I mean, because I honestly, with my current wife, I didn't. I mean, we were just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I never say, I want you to be my girl, like Michael Jackson and Thriller. Like I said, I mean, I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that. You know,
But how long have y'all been together? Let me ask you that.
around 16, 17 years.
Okay. So
Yep.
no offense, but that was back then, right?
Yeah.
Times have definitely changed from then to now. It's a
Especially
whole
so
it's a
many
whole new
different
world.
layers to relationships right now. You can have friends, you can have friends with benefits, or you could just have F buddies. That's a completely different thing than friends with benefits. Or you could be like, oh yeah, we're talking. Oh no, now we're exclusive. Oh, but we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We're just only talking to each other. It's so annoyingly complex
Complicated.
layers. It's so dumb.
Yeah. But
I,
see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, people, it's not that I don't. I just don't see a lot of people having those conversations. That everybody just, I think it's a whole bunch of assuming going on. Really, you know what I'm saying? That's just me.
So a lot of men and a lot of women don't want to be rejected, right? So everyone stays quiet in hopes
Yeah.
that maybe they'll voice their opinions like, "Hey, what are we doing here? Hey, whatever." A lot of times both parties like each other's companionship. I like to hang out with you. I like to do this. I don't want a title. Some people like that. Um, you have to ask the question. You have to ask the hard questions. So
Yeah.
when is the right time? It can be, it really depends on how many dates you've been on with that person.
Hmm.
You
don't
know,
know. Probably on dates. It depends on your emotion and your connection. I don't think dates really count a certain amount of dates because people like you know how people say it's too early for you to fall in love. It's only been 3 or 4 months. You can't control the emotion. That's the thing about it. If things were controlled like that and be like, oh, it's too early to get married, it's too early to fall in love. Well, if everything was a timetable at year one, oh man, we're supposed to fall in love. We can't get married to year three. Nothing is a timetable. Emotion is not predicted on time. It's all about the action and everything. So, like, I'm gonna go to because somebody said this in the comments. I think it was Didi. She said, she's gonna believe it or not. As for me, I'm gonna keep it real. I ask, are we exclusive up to the person who's dating? And then I think Reynolds said he shouldn't have to ask a guy. If a guy likes you, he will show it of the time, especially if he's older. Like a guy controls things, and a guy that controls things shows a woman leadership because every woman at some point wants to be led because they don't want to make these decisions and have this masculine energy. So a guy that takes charge, he can't be scared like, oh, she might reject me. No, you gotta have some balls. Go out there and just put it out there. You know what I'm saying? She a good woman.
But his situation is and Didi put, I'm not assuming shit. You're a lie. You are assuming a lot. You are assuming. I bet you have assumed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody assume. So, but I'm just kidding. I don't want you to get offended by that. But I mean, if you, I understand the taking charge or whatever. But like I said, I mean, I think everybody that I mean, I ain't gonna say everybody because I haven't dated like that. You know, like had a lot of females companions like that. But I probably could name one of my hand how many times said, okay, we together. You know what I'm saying? Maybe two. You know what I'm saying? Because I go with the flow. And like y'all said, I mean, some people are scared of rejection. And I think that's why a lot of people don't have those conversations or whatever. And then they tend to assume, you know what I'm saying? People don't want to have a conversation. It's like, nah, I just like the way things are going right now. You know, what I'm saying you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that because your mindset is like you're looking for a relationship, and then the next person probably not.
Hmm. But again, that you have to set that tone from the very beginning. When you are dating, what are you looking for, right? And if the guy says, "I just want to see where it goes," it's automatic. 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna go nowhere. Nine
Right.
times out of 10, because they should sit there and say, "I'm looking for a relationship. I'm looking to settle down. I'm looking just for a friendship." That's it. You have to set the tone.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that will set the tone because then you'll know what you're striving for instead of just going through the motions or whatever. Because some people could catch feelings faster than the other. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going too fast. Some you could go too fast. You know what I'm saying? And then they like, okay, let me back up. Then you get confusing. That's when the shit get confusing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're ready to make that next move, and then the person feel like I'm not there yet. It's
Now,
crazy. The
but
dating world is crazy.
Mhm.
generation is because it's less communication nowadays. And it's all about presentation. If you go back, because it all correlates. When you dress a certain way, you kind of set example. If you come out, because like you come out, let's say you can be sexy with it as a woman, but it's a respected type sexy. You coming out there, it's that kind of set the tone. Now, if you coming out just like I was saying, you work in the red light district, you kind of a real man is looking for a real woman is going to be turned off by it. He's going to look. Don't get me wrong, but he's definitely going to be turned off by it, and what he wants might not fit that. Especially a man that looking for a woman to follow him who's led by God, and nobody want that. I mean, one night, but not permanent.
Yeah. Lady J said communication is important. And that it is that goes back to what we was talking in the beginning of the show, the communication
Hmm.
part. I mean, if you don't
It's
got if you don't have that, you don't have anything.
But it's not just communication, it's comprehension. You have to understand what that person is communicating. And if you don't, ask questions.
Yeah.
Don't just sit here and be like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go with the flow." No, ask questions.
I would Reynolds say, I wouldn't ask if I was a woman. Men show their appreciation with actions, not words. A guy can tell you whatever you want to hear, but it doesn't mean anything if his actions don't match. And that's why I think a man, especially a narcissist, has a way with words. And
Yeah.
those words gotta be backed up by action. And then Diddy said, she don't play games. You can't control the emotion. I follow mines. Emotion, I'm not taking no losses.
Yeah.
So
And she actually came back and said, right, if you're dating for purpose, I don't believe there would be a lot of mistakes.
Hmm.
And Jay came back, Lady J came back. A lot of people send their representative instead of themselves. And we talked about it a lot. We
yeah,
talked about that a lot, Jonathan. I mean, it's like an interview. Going on dates is like going on an interview. You go do this, you go, hey, I do this, I do that. And that's in the beginning. Soon as you get the job, man, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? When you get your job or your interview at the job, before you go to interview for a job, you tell it all your good shit. You say all your
Hmm.
good shit. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be on time. I ain't like that. I'll be on time. You get the job, we need you to work overtime. I ain't working no damn overtime. You know what I'm saying? You talking all the stuff you ain't gonna do now, you know what I'm saying? And that's the representative when he come down to these. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be myself through the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna change. I'm not gonna start off going on a high price restaurant because I'm not going to maintain that because I don't want nobody saying we used to do this. Now we still doing this. We'll do that on occasions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to sell you a dream like I'm a big baller trying to go to these high price restaurant when I know I can't maintain that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Hmm.
not about to do that.
I feel that.
Vanessa, what do you think? When's the right time?
If I knew
Uh-oh.
I'd be where I am right now, I've been voluntarily staying out of the dating game for a while, actually, because it's too much. It would be great to have like this surefire answer that everyone agrees with, but like I said before, it's just so much more complicated now, and there's so many more layers to it,
Yeah.
and so it's like you don't know what to read, and yeah, no, I. I've been sitting in the back row on this one.
I
Okay.
see you ain't been saying too much of nothing.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. And we've already established that us women, we overthink. It's a gift and a curse that we overthink, right? Because we also have those women instincts, those spidey senses of when something is off. Now we have to pay attention to everything, how you say things, how your delivery is, because it's like, okay, so nope, they're not into me. Okay, great, because we can pick up on your cues, we can pick up on your body language, we can pick up on how you communicate with me, how you text, with the good morning, the good night, or throughout the day. We pay attention to everything.
But a narcissist will love bomb you to death with those good mornings and everything. You got to pay attention to more than just the details. You got to actually do some research on people nowadays where
Oh,
they
you
move.
got to keep data. Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, always hitting me up around 9 a.m. Okay, and during the weekdays, but I don't hear from him around 3 p.m. on the weekends if he chooses. Like, yeah, there's definitely
Yeah.
All right.
it's again so complicated and
You
dumb.
want let me get some advice right quick. If you want to test a guy's loyalty and see if he's into you and see if he's even married, call him at 1 o'clock in the morning and see if he pick up the phone. And I call me the hater as it is, but just if you this is what you do. Don't when you meet a guy, don't get to the habit of having communication mainly by text message. That's whack because now you make it easier.
I'm gonna call Jonathan unknown at 1 o'clock in the morning. See he's going to the phone.
Hey, my phone, I leave my phone around. I don't care if she answers. But here's the thing: when you develop a relationship through text message, you make it if they own some real things, they're gonna actually call you and maybe FaceTime. That might be a thing. But some men accept it like, hey, this is even easy. I can just text this. If your 95% of your communication is by text message, that's a bad thing. Now, if you like FaceTime and text and talking all throughout the day and it cuts off at a certain time, you should have access if that person is interested into you 24/7. Call them late at night. FaceTime them.
Hmm.
FaceTime him. You'll find out early if that person real. They answer the phone like, hey, and it's consistent, you might have something. But a lot of things women won't do, or some guys make excuses like, I gotta get up in the morning, that's why I didn't answer. No, fuck that. Because you gotta go above and beyond that, man. You gotta test the waters early so you won't get your emotions too much involved. Because that's a narcissist will love bomb you and lead you on and will text you and to start certain things. He do all these things, but certain times of the day he will not be available to you, especially those that's married and have another life.
So
Are you
Yeah,
telling on yourself?
Nah, I
I'm
don't do
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
yeah.
so there's a caveat to that too, because yeah, no, right away I'm like, oh yeah, that's genius. However, nowadays it's so easy to label women as, oh, she's psycho, she's clingy, she's like, she called me at 1 o'clock in the morning checking up on me. Are you kidding me? Like
Yeah.
or
every
just want to talk though.
But
sensitive.
those are the narcissist people who are, if they are going to sit there and point the finger at you, like, I'm sorry, we're women. If you don't know that we're natural nurturers and caregivers, you're the fucking problem.
No, let
I'm
me tell you,
sorry that I care.
I'm reading his comments, and I know Diddy says I don't want him to do it to me. Call me at no 30, and Lady J says to answer the phone. Reynolds says women have to ask an honest male friend or family member. Men can tell right away if a guy has good attention.
Attention.
The tactics guys use. And here's the thing: when you actually get to know somebody and you got the emotion, you don't cut people off. I don't care if you don't like answering the phone or whatever you don't do, because you want to hear from that person. You it's that beginning stage, so everything is growing. That emotion is growing. So that 1 o'clock in the morning, you're not necessarily calling checking. It's necessarily, hey, I can't sleep, blah blah blah, and it's acceptable. It becomes acceptable, but you just have to do things like that. It's not purposely checking up on them, and you can indirectly do it. You can say, oh, I can't sleep. I want to talk for a few minute and everything. It's just stuff like that, man. You just gotta. That's what you gotta do.
Just send a picture. That'll wake him up.
You. So for me, like, in all seriousness, my phone is on a charging dock. My phone is on silent. My phone is rarely ever on ringer, right? Because I also have my Apple Watch too. So, but when I'm sleeping, my phone is on my charging dock, If you
Mm.
call me, I'm not gonna hear it. I will respond to you in the morning. Hey, look, I was knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. So how
If
you
you don't,
emergency? If you like a person, why would you cut them off when there's an emergency? It might be a true emergency. Stuff do happens in the middle of the night though. So that's what I'm saying. When a person likes a person, they will make themselves available to them. They won't use excuse. Oh, I'm sleep. This time I'm sleep to sleep. When you like and you love and you interest somebody, you make yourself available. That's the people take shortcuts these days, and people don't want to be like, oh, I don't do this at this time of day. No, if you like somebody, you enter somebody, and you looking for a wife or you looking for a husband, you make yourself available for them 24/7. You instead of putting their phone on a charging dock when you don't answer sometimes, you got somebody that's interested in you that may need you in the middle of the night and vice versa. So you make it where if they contact you, you would get the call. Now you might want to wake up, but at least attempt to make yourself available and act like you're interested in them because I think that's horseshit excuses.
We got a
my
50.
my phone is. I don't have my phone on silent when I sleep, so you can call me. I have music playing at night, right? So I either have like my worship music, I have my calm music, I have my noise, whatever, right? I have some sort of music on. So if you do call me, obviously the music stops. But you have to chain call me for me to wake up, for me to realize, hey, my music's not playing. What's up?
Yeah.
Not-
I,
yeah.
but
I,
I'm just saying. I'm
I
just
guess
saying.
I guess with being married, like when she come in, I gotta make sure I don't lock the garage door, so I might fall asleep. But I leave my phone, it buzzes and then wake me up. But my thing is that when you have that interest in somebody, you go above and beyond. So
Oh
these
yeah.
odd time of day that these phone calls may happen, even during the day, you go
what
out.
makes it weird? What point? Like you said, if you calling that late, what makes it? How deep into the relationship does it say weird? If you doing that right at the top, is that weird?
It depends.
Calling at 1 a.m. to like test the waters.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of think because you think about it. I mean, what he said is could be cool, but if that's if you got like months in, I mean, I could see that, but not starting off doing that. You call me at 1 in the morning or whatever, and I'm like, what the hell is this? You
It
know what I'm
depends
saying?
on
Like,
Right.
how often you communicate too, though, because some people in 2 or 3 weeks, if you talk a lot, your connection can be like just like that. You know what I'm saying? So where you gradually, some people when you meet, it's been sometimes you met people you talk to like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, those type of phone calls. So it becomes regular because you'll have these long conversations. So it won't be like observed as something that's wrong because I'm getting this phone call 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning because you typically have long conversations. So when you into somebody, you make time throughout your day to make sure y'all talk because you can have a busy day where, damn, I got like 30 minutes. I'm gonna call him or I'm gonna call her. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make that phone call. The thing is effort. So once you see things like that, people put forth effort, and the effort could be answering your phone late at night for somebody.
yeah, Jay says she 50 years old. She ain't got time for the foolishness.
I know that's right, honey. I'm not 50, but I know that's right.
Let's see. Let's go through this.
This is
Reynolds is so stupid.
1 o'clock in the morning. That's a booty call. We smash it. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's
And
so
what
funny.
we got some more people up in there to join. Uh, let's go try to go. Tommy said, "I don't. It don't matter. You make time for who you love, no matter what."
That's, there you go. Real
You're
talk.
right. You're right. You're right. So
Now,
so here's the other thing too. If you're dating somebody who you work days, right? So I think Jay, you and your wife have opposite schedules, correct?
yeah,
Nights
we
and days, right?
it be day. Yeah, sometimes it's, days, nights and days. Yeah,
So you have to have that open communication, right? Babe, call me when you get off of work, right? Let me know that you made it home, right? So this is before you guys got married, before you guys were living together, right? It's that open communication. So now you kind of have to force yourself to have your phone on ringer to be awake to hear that phone call come through. That I can understand, but in the man, I don't know. It's rough. It's
when you
rough.
when you when you like somebody though, you be anticipating that stuff. So your sleep be sleeping, but your sleep be like when you like it. That's how I know some of y'all, excuse my language, are full of shit because you don't really be liking. You make excuses talking about, oh, I gotta go to work. But when you liking and you in that beginning of that like stage, and the guy's like romantic and all these roses, when that phone call, you be like, oh shit, hey, hello. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is in the beginning. That's how I know some people don't. That's why dating world is so like polluted because people don't have those emotions. They just want people. Some women they just want dudes to like be this like masculine guy and lead and give money and stuff like that. People don't live and date for what's inside the heart, like what people do romantic and stuff, like roses and walks in the park and stuff like that. People want to just take me out to eat, do this, or dudes like, hey, we smashing. Come on, man. Like put some damn effort. And when a man puts effort in, a woman will wake her ass up in the middle of the night and answer that damn phone, period. When a man puts in effort, when a woman puts in effort and she's cooking and she's got a mind right, a man will answer that phone and be there, period. That's bottom line.
I
It's
just, I mean, and also
Not
because
not
Jay
not all
said,
men, but
well,
well,
because Jay said she get up at 4:30 to for work. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be considerate too. You just can't be calling all types of night or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
not just call on type of nights. You don't do it every night. The thing is that if something's happening, you can't sleep. There's nothing wrong with like a quick 2 minute conversation, if that's the case, whether you answer or not. The thing is
You
when
want
you
to R.
answer,
Kelly shit?
no,
I
I'm
can't sleep, baby.
when when you like
In my life.
love, that's real.
I can't go on, babe. This is my song. uh, now, she said if we talking during the day regularly, we're not talking all night. That's what she put in there.
The thing is, I'm not saying talking
But
all
she's
night.
50 years old. She's in my age bracket. She's 50 years old. That's
The phone rings. The phone rings. You're gonna answer. I'm not talking about all night. When the phone rings and you got that point with somebody, you're going to answer the phone. You're not gonna look at it like, damn, they used to call. What's going on? Hey, because now it's what's up, babe? Everything okay? That's what it is. Like if you ain't got that energy, then good luck. God damn it.
yeah. What? Let's see.
mic drop.
Y'all ready for the next topic? Is it? We got one more topic,
I'm
ain't
ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for the next one. We got to get off of this one. There's one
we?
to
Okay. Good conversation.
yes. All right. So last topic is when is it time to let a relationship go?
This gonna be interesting.
I'll start.
Yes, Vanessa.
Um,
She perked up on that one.
oh yeah.
She
Well, because
did. She
I thought a
did.
lot about it because I had to be in that situation where it took a long time for me to figure out if this was the right move or not. And it was a very, very serious relationship. And, it was life changing, whether I went in one direction or another. That was the projection of where my life was going to head. And honestly, what it came down to it was I was losing myself completely. Like Vanessa wasn't there anymore. I was just a body functioning through barely functioning through everyday life. And there wasn't the person that came into this relationship, like that wasn't there anymore. Not even as a partner, but as a person entirely. When it eats at you that much, when it strains you that much,
Hmm.
there's nothing to work on anymore. That's when you're like, oh, I need to rebuild myself before I
Yeah.
with anybody, whether it's that same person or anybody else.
Yeah. What you got? Ask.
So for me, I've never been in the engaged era or the marriage era, right? But for me personally, from what I see in, my family relationships, um, is when the communication is dead. When you're
Hmm.
just talking and you're basically hitting a brick wall at this point
Hmm.
because you're talking to a wall, you're not talking to that person's not receiving you anymore. If you can't communicate and say, hey, we need to do couples therapy, if we're not doing couples therapy, or if we do couples therapy and therapy is not working, then fine, it's time to let it go. But Vanessa, you said it great because when you're losing yourself, what are we even doing here anymore? Like
Hmm.
I'm just a person. I'm just a body at this point. You don't
Yeah.
appreciate me. I don't appreciate you. I'm so mentally checked out. I need to take care of myself before I can even love you and take care of you.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Yeah.
that's my point.
Okay. Before we go to yours, Jay, let's go through because I want to catch everybody up. You know what I'm saying? Lady J said, do us okay, see this shit.
Do what is fun until it's not fun anymore. She did
Right.
Mhm.
a thing in and Corey said when a lady starts to act like she isn't interested no more, that's when it's time to let it go. And Didi
Tom
said,
said Tom said when people start disrespecting each other.
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Uh, and then you got Didi's put when you can't stand the idea of the person's face from when you
Oh,
person
this.
call or visit, try to stay away. Yeah, I mean, if you once, yeah, that's it right there. You don't want to see that person no more. But go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jonathan.
So it's time to stop when you kind of like I think Ashley said, you got to kind of exhaust all avenues, and counseling is one. When the respect is not there though, because some guys, when they start calling women out their names, I think that's it. When you start disrespecting a woman and you call her like a bitch and like these names, that's it. Because I don't think a woman should be disrespected to no degree. I know we say some things, but not to that level. That kind of gets like to when it gets to a point of just disrespect when the communication is broken down. That's when it just added. And man, we like set the tone sometimes. And sometimes when we not setting the tone, a woman's job as a co-pilot is like her strength should put things back on track. And if she can't put it back on track, the man can't put it back on track. It's pretty much done. Like they say, all things is done. I'm gonna take biblical. All things done under Christ. So when the man is not lead no longer under Christ, and the woman is supposed to follow him, you on opposite tracks because the woman's like, hey, I'm still under Christ, and the man just stopped out his own. He's disrespecting her and effing her, whatever. Because the man brings the woman up when she's leading. So once he's not leading no more, relationship is done. If he decides not to be a leader, because a relationship is not built for a woman to lead at all when it's a woman and man. I don't know about the
Yeah.
same sex thing, but no.
Yeah.
Well, it's a woman and man, a man is built to lead, and if he chooses not to lead no more and disrespect his woman, she's like left on the island alone, and it's really time to move on.
Yeah. With these types of conversation is my therapy, really, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because uh, I look at these situations because I've been in situations when I knew the relationship was over, but just stayed in it because of the history. You know what I'm saying? You be in it because of the history, and you put in so much effort and time. It's like you know it's not going right, but you just say maybe you still try to get that high again, like it was in the beginning. You steady trying to fight to get that, but it get to a point. I knew my relationship was over in the past relationship when that, and I said every time when that garage door opened and I'm watching TV and I'm having a good time watching TV, that garage door open and I say, fuck, I know it's over. Because you don't want you know it's about to be some drama, you know what I'm saying? Because you comfortable in your home and then you hear that garage door open, you know
You
the
tense up.
person, yeah, you know now what's about to happen now? What you about to argue about now? Something's about to go on. You got to make sure everything is tidy in the house. Make sure because you don't want to hear no stuff. But when I every time that garage door opened and I said fuck, I knew it was over with, but I tend to stay in there a little bit too long. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to a point, and I think it was said it in there, where you really can't see each other like we used to, that's when it's
Yeah,
over.
especially in domestic situations, because you got to think about this: a man that physically harms a woman. Now, I'll say this: now that's the devil, because a woman, because she will feel unsafe. She will always be looking over her shoulder when she's been abused, and that man can snap. That man, I mean, that's Satan. So, I mean, she's walking in the house in fear. Relationship's over. Once a man put his hands on you, it's over. They can get all the help they want. I would advise a woman to get out of the situation because no man should put their hands on a woman at all. Period. I don't give a damn if it's unless a woman is physically trying to stab you or something. That's different. But if you just voluntarily like overpower a woman and just abuse her, the relationship is over because a woman can walk and she could say she loves you inside the house, but she has that one eye open, like, damn, I wonder if he could snap and go off. Damn, like if he's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and choke me. That those type of situations, relationship is done. I've seen men in domestic situations don't change. I actually seen this. Um, I'm gonna give y'all a little story real quick. I went to a call. Domestic dude, he gave his wife the 1-2, and he was big. He's bigger than me, so we went down his hallway. He ripped the damn hinges off the door, and the door, like I don't think he ripped the damn hinges off. He's ripped it. So I was like, oh shit. So I'm like, wow. Like, so I had to give him this verbal conversation, like literally break it down to him, like, hey, bro, I know we all go through things, you know what I'm saying? Women can get you off your square, but you don't want to do this because this can end ugly. You got kids, they love you. I had to give him the whole spill. I had to get biblical with him. That worked. He was like, I was like, nah, I gotta take it to jail. He asked to only smoke a cigarette. So I ran to that same dude 4 years later. Wife was happy, had his whole family together. And that actually worked. I didn't know it. I saw him like, he like, man, thank you, man, because I wanted to die that day. I wanted you to kill me. I was like,
Mm.
oh, wow. But just words alone, sometimes, man, you could be just y'all can talk to anybody and you could be a counselor or a therapist at that moment and not even know it. Just saying the right things, man. You got to talk to people and hit them with something, man, because people, you never know what they go through in life. So you might think you out of it and the relationship is gone. Like you say, you hit a garage door open and you losing yourself. But sometimes it's a switch and people can't change and they that person that you fell in love with again. It just takes time and effort. And sometimes you don't have it. It's just time to get away. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's a switch and that switch is hard to flick, if you know what I mean.
And I just think, like I said, I mean, I just think people try to find that it's because in the beginning you're on a high, you on that high, and when that high started to go down, you steady trying to get that high again. I never did drugs, but that's I understand it. You know what I'm saying from that point of view. Because the people that use drug, they say you try to get that high again. You try to get that same high you had the first time. It's just like the relationship. Because in the beginning of the relationship, if it's good, you want to stay at that same high, and if it's not there, you try to fight to get it back. But if it's not working, it's time to let it go.
So you're comparing a relationship to good heroin. Good relationship, good
Yeah,
heroin. You
it
got to get
is.
high.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it is. I think it is. I never did heroin, but I heard it's like
We gotta
that.
get together.
You are so funny.
Oh, baby, we gotta get together.
Yeah.
Baby, let's turn back the clock.
Uh, we got we got uh, we got comments in here. Let's go through these comments right quick. Uh, see where we at. Where we
I,
at?
the, damn. Since I think it's gonna do the. Oh yeah, okay. Sometimes we ride it till the wheels fall off. Damn. How many comments?
Yeah,
Got to go
okay.
back all the way to
Corey.
so Corey. Yeah, Corey. When Corey says, when the lady starts to act like she isn't interested anymore. But you have to, with that, you have to discover the why. Why is she not interested? You have to do some self-reflection. Did you do something for her to do that, right?
Yeah,
Again, it's communication. Don't sit here and assume that you're Mr. Perfect and you didn't fuck shit up. Or, if she did something to you and you're not voicing it, we can't assume. We are not mind readers. You are not mind readers. Men are not mind readers. You have to use your words. We have to figure out the underlying factor of why she's acting different
yeah,
or why he's acting different. There's a reason. Figure that out, right?
yeah. But he came back and said, I would love to tell them up front. If is this the same one?
Nah, it's I love
Yeah,
the front of it's not working anymore. Don't lead it personal by saying that he can see you when you're not interested in him. Just tell the person that you don't want to see him anymore and be done.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep. 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 Yep.
that's and no woman.
Uh,
I think Lady Jason, no woman should put their hands on the man either, because she said women they provoke a lot of things.
I mean, because
Reynolds
she's in
is
that field.
so crazy.
She's in that field too. I mean, because I know she probably ran across a few domestic incidents or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, man,
It's not worth it.
yep,
Reynolds says when you find out they're married or have someone else, some don't break it off.
They ain't no goddamn. That's yeah. You're right. Some don't break it off. They like, but he loves me, but he
yeah,
loves me, and then dudes be like, I got him, you got him. Like women, some women be just so good. If he married, that he didn't respect you from the beginning. Like he ain't leading you. Now, if you want to be in the poly relationship, then that's different.
Mm-mm.
If you want to be poly, and then that's a different thing. But if a man is, I don't know, I love them both. Get that out of here. Like let nobody try to hear that.
and
Lady
then
J said no women should put their hands on a man. You're absolutely
yeah,
right. Why, why are we putting hands on each other?
Yeah, either party shouldn't be.
Thank you.
yeah,
It's a respect thing. Like,
Hmm.
just because you're pissed off at me, just because I said something, out of left field and it pissed you off, doesn't mean you come, knock me off my feet. I had that happen to me one time. Didn't knock me out, but it choked me out. And I said, that's the one time you're going to do it. You're never going to do it again. And did it.
Good for you, Ashley. Good for you.
Like some women like
Definitely.
he just choked me. He
Def-
didn't. I got back up. He apologized. He said sorry.
No. Mm-mm.
And Jody and what's the okay.
No, I mean, because I think next time we're going to talk about, because I know a female that been through the domestic stuff. It didn't turn out good in the end. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's another story. I like to talk about that next time. But you don't want to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So, um, it didn't turn out good at all. So you want to get out of that situation, man or female,
For
because it
sure.
ain't
For
gonna
sure.
end right. It
You
won't end
shouldn't put
right.
up with it. And that's definitely another topic we could do maybe next
Yeah,
Monday.
Because it's not always like so clear cut that as soon as someone lays hands on someone else, it's automatic abuse. Sometimes it is verbal, but it is just as damaging.
yeah,
Yep.
So, there's times where people will even debate, I don't know if I'm being abused or not, because technically, they never laid their hands on me, but, I start to
that's
freeze up when they start coming around, or I need to test the waters before I talk to them to see what kind of conversations we're going to be having, to the point that you just question everything around you because it led to
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's facts. Once you got to start watching what you say, thinking that it's gonna hit a nerve or whatever, and then you scared to say things. It's like, yeah, it's time to let that go. Because now
Hmm.
you're not being yourself now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go through a couple of these comments, and then we can kind of like wrap it up. Because we did pretty good. We had an hour
Yeah.
and 26 minutes. So we
You're
got,
welcome.
let's see.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
We did. We did. Use the timekeeper right there. Ashley is doing her job. You know what I'm saying? uh what we got here?
So Corey said when going back to his original comment, he said she was seeing someone else, and I have been through that. And then he says, I constantly ask, but she wouldn't tell me. But the guy that she was seeing was my cousin's best friend, and she lied about that entire situation.
Wow.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Cuz you all
Bitches be
good though.
crazy.
Yeah.
Bitches be crazy. I'm not gonna say women because not all women are crazy. That's
Yeah.
bitches are crazy.
A little crazy is okay though. A little crazy. Love crazy that it is. Not
Love crazy, right? Not crazy. Not that kind of crazy.
Well, Tommy said they
She
will put
does
their
that
hands on.
Twitch.
Tommy, David said they will put their hands on their partner and will not fight no one outside. That's
Coward.
yeah.
that's true. That is true. So true.
Right now, guys. Okay. We appreciate y'all joining us. We did good. Like I said, starting next Monday, we will be every other Monday with keeping it real with Jay Hendo. Okay, you
You
got
got
your
get that, man.
huh?
The word.
Yeah, you want to do it? You good?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Here's here's Jay
No.
Hendo final thoughts. Final thoughts like Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer.
Hey, so check it out, man. Forgiveness. Like people hold grudges, man, and I think I talked about this last time. Like you lose people in your life, and you can't apologize. You hold a grudge. You can never forgive. So how can you actually fulfill God's blueprint when you hold on to grudges with other people? Like God, Jesus made a sacrifice, for us. So what we could do is like not hold resentment and anger towards somebody and actually focus on what you need to focus on, man. Because when you spend time hating on people and just not forgiving them for something you did, you actually lose focus on what you're supposed to do because you're using that energy that you can put towards something else, but you're using towards hating. You will have haters out there, and that's the energy that gets you over the top to keep you motivated, though. So don't let these grudges, man, forgive people. Don't let them interrupt your blessings.
That's and that's Jerry Jerry Springer with the fight. It's the fight of thoughts.
Hey,
That's Reverend Jay
hey,
Hendo.
Yeah.
he'll make me cuss after speaking God's word.
So and also we appreciate everybody with the comments and everything. We appreciate y'all joining us on the keeping it real with Jay Hendo. Like I said, Monday will be every other Monday. We will be doing this every other Monday with hot topics that you guys could really get into. You know what I'm saying? So um signing off, we got Vanessa in the building. We had Ashley in the building. Jay Hendo is here. Like I said, next Wednesday, we also will be back with Jesus and Hustlers. And I'm also working on something on a Saturday, next Saturday or whatever. So tune in for that as well. So once again, this is Set It Up Production, and we are out. Thank you guys for